Mic check, mic check. Okay, I got a mic check. 1 second though, I need to check up on an email from work regarding fucking SPO. Why are my emails just all over the place here? There's like no chronological order. It's just like the responses to me is just slapped in the middle of the conversation. How the fuck am I supposed to keep track of where this money is supposed to go if fucking shorted us 11.21? I am so sorry. It's kind of this was a big deal this afternoon. Okay, I think this is fine. I'm just gonna flag this as unread so it still pops up on my computer at work. Alrighty, so apologies for that. Sup Yazdi, how you doing? So we're gonna take a look at the Charlemagne as I actually position myself to be in a more comfortable position, and I'm going to mute my own computer so we don't hear myself while I drink. So yeah, we're gonna look at the Charlemagne today. Um, I didn't get to do it yesterday because I was trying to transfer stuff from an old retirement fund to a new one, and my investment broker, I think is what they're called, I don't know, decided to keep us on hold for 3 hours before, finally getting something done that's actually not even done yet because we had to wait 24 hours for whatever reason. So, yeah, um, yeah, I had to put that off because I had to stay on hold. So, anyway, we're going to take a look at this today. It's going to be a nice little short hour-long stream. But the Charlemagne, arguably, probably one of the worst tanks in terms of rate of fire. Um, I also believe that this, if at last I checked, is completely untouched. It came into the game untouched as is from console. Um, thank God. I guess they decided that it was weak enough or nerfed enough. I don't know. So anyway, the vehicle here pretty much sums up how this tank is. The vehicle is supposed to have a pike nose and all cast turret, and its frontal armor was planned to be strong enough to compete with Soviet heavy tanks like the IS-3 and stuff. The distinctive feature, though, is a perfect stabilization gun, or a gun with perfect stabilization. I don't know how true that will be. I only played like 2 games in it, and the 2 games that I did, I got called away from in the middle of them in well, trying to at least get 2 games in. So I had like about maybe a total of like 5 minutes max in those tanks in this tank. But it's a low velocity gun. So we're talking like not high velocity. I don't know where I was going with that, but you get the idea. Um, So yeah, it's like low velocity is the type of stuff that I figure that you'd think on would be on the Excelsior here. Like the Excelsior in real life had a low velocity 105, but we get a 76. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the stats. It is on rental for 28 days. Depending on exactly if I like it or not, I will possibly buy the base bundle. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Paladin. Paladin does work, but I'm not really a big fan of it. I just now realized this looks like a Centurion hull. So if I slapped the Carnarvon Action X turret on this, would it not technically be a tier 8 Centurion Action X? That's a that's a deep question right there. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to see. I did find that this tank, when it came in and I saw the stats, a bit refreshing. It had a low velocity gun. It had 120 millimeters compared to the 30 pounder or 32 pounder on this thing. So yeah, I do think that it might be a tad bit refreshing here. I am set up, of course, purely because of the horrible rate of fire. I think it's like 1200 or something. I think rate of fire is in here somewhere. I don't know where. Um, but yeah, forward speed 35, reverse is 15. So I mean, you're going to be standard heavy tank speed. Fire chance is 20%. So I'm carrying a fire extinguisher. I've had people tell me that fire extinguishers are completely pointless now, but I do believe in karma on this game. So when I don't carry a fire extinguisher, I am caught on fire, and I'm not the type of person to just sit and accept the fact that I'm going to burn to death. So I always carry a fire extinguisher with me. Also, because I don't want to be paying 20,000 silver a game, and I prefer to keep the premium stuff for like clan wars or 3 marking things. Accuracy is 0.39. At least that's how I'm set up. I do believe this is all dynamic stats, by the way. Don't quote me on that. So 0.39. The gun, the depression and elevation isn't bad, especially the depression of it, 10 degrees. So you will be able to fight on ridgelines and hills. You got plenty of ammo at 60. I'm guessing this is a Centurion because I think you can carry 60 on the Action X. Reload time is at 12.97, so we're talking 13 seconds for 120 millimeter. I wonder if hold on. Let me see if I can do math. So 440 times 4.62. That is the camera. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I believe if I to calculate rate of fire here, I'm going to need to do 440 times 4.62 rounds per minute. That literally puts me at just over 2,000 damage a minute. And that's with, I guess, everything I got here. I'm assuming if you're to base it more on vision or concealment or something, you're going to have less than that. Because I have pretty much, I think I even have food on here. I do have food. So yeah, I've pretty much put it towards gun statistics on here. But yeah, so there you go. There's the main stuff I look at. I don't really care about anything else on here. Armor wise, it's hard to actually judge things because we have the stupid Cold War armor model on this game. But I mean, it's a cast turret. It's pretty damn round. It's got 10 degrees. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, indeed, yes, better safe than sorry. So yeah, and I have my Super Conqueror crew in this thing. But yeah, we're going to see how it goes. I'm rocking 30, 25, and 5. Granted, it's standard HE, so it probably isn't going to be as good. But yeah, let's get started on this, and let's see if I absolutely end up hating this thing. I hope not. Oh, yeah, I should check if that gun is in stock yet. No, it's not in stock yet, you bastards. Discord went ping. And I'm bottom tier, because what better way to do things than be bottom tier, right? Who doesn't love being bottom tier? I mean, I don't have a super problem being bottom tier. Why am I seeing game chat? Okay. Like, I don't have a super problem being bottom tier. It is what it is. It happens. But I really, really don't like being bottom tier in a new tank because I tend to get focused a lot. What? Excuse me, my round is supposed to go somewhere. See, there it goes. Here it comes. Oh, don't do. No. No, 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 no. Don't do. Nope, you're dead. That's why you don't do that. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we don't have the velocity to actually do work here, I see. I hit that. I also hit that on the move. I'm honestly surprised I have top here. Apparently, I had the best in game, which I find just what? And I mastered it. Okay. Well, I guess we know what that means now. All right, Yazdi, make a note. Just make a note about this game. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Anyway. Um. Do I even need to continue? No, but seriously, that right away, it's like if you expect to be hitting anything on the move, don't even bother. I mean, this thing is basically a straight up second frontline vehicle to where you let your actual like heavy teammates do the fighting for you, and you just are like, is it a weasel? Am I thinking of a weasel that takes advantage of chaos of other animals and then just goes in and steals the shit? Or am I thinking of a fox? It's something sneaky and, lucrative and shit. You basically, you are not going to be out DPMing stuff. I mean, I would be like really bullying the shit out of these things here, to be honest, with its reload. Like that 62A, probably, if he timed it right and he came in right as I fired, I bet you he would have killed me right then and there, and he could have sat there, and I would have been able to do absolutely nothing against him because he probably would have had 2 rounds in the tube ready to go by the time that I actually even finished my reload. This is not a vehicle that you are going to be able to just go and fight one-on-one with like equal or upper tier tanks. Lower tier tanks, maybe, once they realize that you have 120 millimeters and we slap you in the face for a lot. But yeah, I will say though right away that I do find this play style very refreshing. It does bother me that the driver is blind as a bat. There is legitimately no vision for the driver. So how the fuck am I supposed to know where I'm going? I don't know. Like realistically, I should like have my entire screen be black because I can't really drive because I can't see things. You could tell me to go left or right, but I don't know how far I'm going to be able to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, I do already. I find the playstyle refreshing. It's not like a paladin where you could probably just sit and keep poking and stuff like that and bully equal tier. I don't know. It does kind of force you to think and time your shots because you're not going to be hitting anything on the move. Maybe he got X-ray vision. I don't know, man. Do you see those welds right up there? Do you see those weld cuts? That's a thick slab of armor right there. Like, goddamn. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have X-ray vision through that shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. We're gonna play this for an hour and we're gonna see how it is. As it is right now, unless you want something new and refreshing, I can tell you right away, it's like, don't get this. Just get the Paladin or the Carnarvon Action X. There is no need to get this thing unless you want something new and refreshing and slightly more of a challenge. Although, I don't remember if I hit the A button at the beginning, but I was able to go through the side of the E100 turret relatively nicely. I am bottom tier again. Oh, Jesus. All right. Yes, also remind me to double check my party game chat settings, please. Oh, I also have 2 rounds. I have 2 different types of AP on this vehicle. I do not have heat. It's AP or premium AP. I think, right? No, I got APCR. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I am wrong. Oh boy. Oh, that's nice. I'm probably going to die. Nope, I'm just going to get slapped for something, matey. Yeah, I was not hitting that. See, this will just effectively show why you are not going to be able to hit anything at range. You won the Tiger 131 yesterday? I really don't know how much advice I could give there, Yezdi, simply because of the fact that it's a preferential matchmaking tiger. Yeah, no, I'm going to use food here. Mostly, I do play the Tiger 131 like a tiger that can bully tanks its own tier. That was not a good trade at all. Not a good trade. An Iron Rain and a Yag Tiger somewhere. Horrible shot. Nope. Iron Rain. Because the Iron Rain is apparently a speed demon. He's dead. Maybe. Yeah, definitely dead. I'm making silver, though. I am making silver. Alright, let me take a look at settings here. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. There we go. No, I got it fixed, Yezdi. I just checked. We're good. So, like, real quick, the 131, I have mine set up pretty aggressively. Because when you are, since it's preferential matchmaking, it's not bad in its current setup. You can literally play very, very well. Apparently, I have optics on this because I was trying to three mark it. But yeah, no, you got plenty of ammo. Um, I really only bring this out when +1 -1 is because it's still a Tiger. You really don't want to be dealing with a bunch of tier 8s with the damn thing because you're still a box. Um, but yeah, this is a great pref tank to be honest. For at least in my eyes, this is a great one. Um, but yeah, realistically, I never play any of these unless it's +1 -1. I will not play any of my Tigers. Hey, I'm top tier. Now, I'm going to go against my better judgment, and I'm going to go right up front, and I'm going to try and bully people. I'll bully you. This is okay. I am okay with this. Damn, that's a freaking dirty, dirty gun. This is a dirty gun for tier 6s. like death. This is very dirty. Shoulder's doing all right. I mean, it's still kind of sore depending on what I'm doing, but I mean, it for what it is, it's pretty good. I want to bully you, to bully you, to bully you, and it's very unfair me to say that's because I can. Nope. Oh, that did absolutely nothing. Sup, Flemish? No, this is far from OP. This is beyond far from OP. And I mean that seriously, even though I came in third place. 100% would have aced this game again had the aced this tank again had it been a victory, but no. No, this vehicle's far from OP. I straight up would tell you just get a Paladin or the Carnarvon Action X with it. This is refreshing, as in like it's something completely different from the typical British stuff. Its low velocity gun kind of forces you to be more up close and personal because you are not, excuse me, you're not leading anything. You are not taking long range shots unless the person there has like an aim time of like 7 seconds. You know, you are not going to be shooting tanks across the map. You are not doing any of that. This is like a straight up frontline weasel tank where you just straight up let your teammates distract your opponents and you just pop up, shoot 440 HP worth of damage, and then you back down and wait for 13 seconds. It's yeah, it's nothing really to be intimidated about. But I mean, when you bully tier 6 tanks with a 120 millimeter gun, yeah, it's a little bit of a yeah. But no, it's not much of a brawler either because you don't have the rate of fire. It barely makes it past 2K in terms of rate of fire, and that's if you put everything under the sun on this tank towards reload. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with like I think 1,500 damage per minute. It's abysmal. It is an abysmal tank. I don't know. I haven't tried. I haven't tried shooting a tier 6 with HE. I only loaded HE that one time just because HE normally all I have to do is just do something to the tank in order for it to reset the cap, but that clearly didn't happen because I shot a tank and it turned out that they had like no points. I realized I need to go to the store tonight too. How long have I been going, Yezdi? I did say I was going to be doing this as an hour stream that I meant to do yesterday. You know how it is with these first look streams. It's an hour. Players are so-so. 41 minutes? Okay. Mine still says I started 79 seconds ago. So, as you can see. See, I may even pick it up simply because it's a Centurion. I mean, it's basically a Centurion. The hull it looks very Centurion-like. Look at the, well, I can't show it right now, but I mean, like, look at the back of this thing. It looks like an Action X. Nope. Nope. What the fuck did I try and do there? See, like, even this thing does not. I'm dead. I'm dead because I have absolutely no support here. Like, what are these guys doing? Like, what were you doing? Like, they haven't had a single tank die. Like, again, your gun does not allow you to be on the front line. You are not shooting anything with speed. Anything with speed, and you're dead. Don't even bother. Don't even fucking try. See, I tried being on the front lines there, and I died. And I know how to handle those freaking tanks. Like, realistically speaking, the Vanguard should have died at least twice there. But I don't have the actually snapshot anything. Or lead the target properly. Okay, so I don't know if I'm looping now or what. Hold on, let me look. Thought I was looping. It looked like it was looping because I was buffering, and I don't know if that's just me or what. Hey, look, the game's over. I wonder why it's over. Because our team sucked that time. I mean, like, utter trash. Like, why the hell are you going to sit there? They do have already not going there. For this game, I am probably just going to camp here on the river road. And this may be the last game here. I don't know. It was like, it does say 46 minutes ago, so never mind. Never mind. Unless it's wrong again. I don't know. I don't even trust my own desktop right now. Yeah, no. I'll pass. Because why are you here? I'm going to die if I look that way. Like, why the absolute hell is an IS-7 up here? If an IS-7 is up here, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't think you know what you're doing. That wasn't even me. Yeah, that's like why now that we've broken through. Well, not that it fucking matters anymore. There it is. You're never going to win a fight up here just with tanks that don't have gun depression. Like these, the IS-7 should be back here. The Chisel, and the UDES should be up there, but they're not. Hey, there's one IS-7. The one IS-7 kind of knows what he needs to be doing, but I don't take any. The ISs should have been at the town, as should have the VK. It's games like this though where I just really want to make a stupidly angry rant and just yeah. There are times where I do feel like just straight up insulting people, but I think that's just gamer frustration. I think we all have that. I'm sure that there have been plenty of you screaming at your monitors at my own games or my own streams like, "What are you doing? Are you an idiot?" And you're like, "I probably am in that case." I don't even know what that guy was doing, but he died. He just dead. He got mortared. So we're all been Muppets. We were all Muppets at one point or another. Like, I should not be up top here. Let's see. What tier 10s? Like, somehow you're up here. You're the one that actually went back. This guy here did jack shit. I'm sorry. You did 2 shots of damage because you went to the wrong spot. You killed 2 tanks because they probably actually crested the ridge and came into your gun sight. But, or am I thinking this guy here? This guy might have done worse. I don't even know where. There's like 3 IS-7s here. I know 2 of them were in the wrong spot. But look at it. This is just abysmal. This is just abysmal here. Got time for one more? What am I looking at time-wise? Telling you, this thing's a Centurion. I'm just saying. Let me see. Let me refresh and see what I'm looking at. I got 55. 54. You bit your TV. Why would you bite your TV? Why do you were drunk, Yesdy? You were drunk. All right. Well, I'll probably just end it here because it's 5 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, again, the Charlemagne, it's a very opportunistic tank. It's I will give it that it's got the attractiveness of being something unique. Um, it's not competitive, but it will force you to think. Um, Again, it's the DPM that kills it. If it was higher, if it had a rate of fire buff, I would say this would probably be a very competitive tank. I mean, but as is, this is like got to be the worst tier 8 I've ever had. I'm even on the fence. Like initially, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna try and buy this." I like the fact that it's a low velocity gun and all that. And Playing it though, I've had some good games when I had the ability to roll up and do my damage and then roll back down. And, the turret bounces stuff. The turret will bounce stuff as long as you're not being spammed with premium rounds of god level calibers. However, though, I mean, it's the gun kills it. Unfortunately, the gun kills it. It's pretty much manageable and everything else, but that low velocity, the rate of fire, you're not going to be sniping anything. You are a weasel, basically, taking advantage of everyone else being preoccupied. And the moment you get forced into a brawl with something that has even twice your DPM, you're done. Honestly, I would probably take the Basante over this simply because if I had to, I could at least make it single shot only. It's still an auto reloader. The Basante is still an auto reloader, and it probably has a faster, final shell. Let's actually take a look at that. Hold on. Is that where would I go? Tech trees here. Alrighty. Yesdy, remember things for me here. My reload as it is right now is 12.97 seconds. So we go to tech tree and we go to premium. I probably could get that back. I would probably take this. I would still probably take this. Not going to lie. It still is a higher rate of fire than the and that's the base. If this is all dynamic stats, that's the base rate of fire of 5.09, and that is still faster than my fully kitted out Charlemagne at 4 point something rounds a minute. So, yeah, I will take the Basante because I can still dish out one round more than what I can right now. Does less damage, but I'll take the rate of fire over the damage. I don't need to be a heavy hitter. It's like I like the Comet. The Comet isn't a heavy hitter at all, but death by 1,000 cuts, man. Nothing's more annoying like a little wasp that, you're distracted, throws 7 shots into your side before you have time to react, ducks down, you go back to what you're doing. Next thing you know, you got 7 more shots in your ass. I mean, yeah. So that's fun. But, sitting there for 13 God knows how long seconds and not even able to actually shoot anything long range. I'm telling you, the Basante probably can shoot things long range. You're not doing that with this. You are limited to maybe 100 meters of actual effective range, and it has to be against relatively slow tanks because you're not going to be shooting a light tank that's going 60 kilometers an hour. It's not. So, yeah. Again, it's the low velocity and it's the rate of fire that kills this tank. Otherwise, if you want something new, you want a challenge, you want a low velocity gun to kind of just freshen up and reinvigorate, playing the game with a different play style, then by all means pick this up. But I'm on the fence with it. I will probably play this till the end of the rental period just to make sure. Because right now, the only thing that has me wanting to buy it is just the fact it's a Centurion hull. I mean, look at it. The thing looks like an Action X. Just with a really rounded cast turret. So, yeah. That's going to be it, guys, for this this stream, to be honest. I know this was late. I had, retirement fund shit I had to do. So that was great. But, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Flemish and Yezdi, thanks for hanging out and talking and chatting. Hopefully I managed to answer your questions or give you at least a reasonable impression of it. But Yeah, hopefully I see you guys again next time, sometime this weekend, provided the weather doesn't kill my power again. But you never know. But yeah, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I put that all in the wrong order. But this has been Darren of Watch the Academy. Peace.